Hey there, empowered peeps. I'm Ryan to the rescue. And today I have discovered a really cool new tool and I want to share it with you. It is a portable air compressor. And so we're going to get to that in just a minute. But first I want to show you the air compressor that I have been using. It is really big and really heavy and really awkward, and it is just not a pleasure to use. It's not portable, so I can't just like take it on the road with me to air up my tire or something like that. I mean, it does have wheels on it, so it's portable to like scoot around the garage and stuff like that, but as you can see, it's quite heavy and it is kind of a pain. So no offense, Husky, because no hate to you. It's just that I just don't need this big old mama jama piece of equipment, because what I have found is this little teeny tiny lightweight air compressor. Look how light that is. Can you believe that? And it does pretty much everything that this one does. So I think I'm going to pitch this unless you can think of a good reason why I should have this. Now, I know you need a big air compressor like this to operate a nail gun or a stapler that requires an air compressor. So it plugs up right here and then you can use it with the power of the air compressor. But if I'm not going to use the staple gun or the nail gun that requires an air compressor, then I don't think that I need this. Also, I know a lot of nail guns and staple guns that don't even require an air compressor at all. They use electricity or a battery. So I think I'm just going to do away with this great big air compressor and the nail gun as well, because I don't know that I will use it that much. So let's get rid of this. All right, there we go. Now, what I want to show you is this super cool tool. And it does so many things, and I just really, really love it. So in the box, it comes with 2 different cords, and one cord is for plugging the air compressor into the car, and the other cord is for plugging the air compressor into your house. And so I love that it has both options, because obviously it makes it portable that you can take it on the road. You can plug it into the cigarette lighter in your car. And then if you're at home, then you can just plug it into your home, because who needs to plug that into your car when you're inflating a basketball or your bicycle tire or something like that. So it's really important to have both, I think. And as I was doing my shopping around, I noticed that some little portable air compressors come with one or the other, but not with both. So I was pretty excited when I found this one that it came with both and you didn't have to buy them separately. By the way, these 2 different cords are called AC and DC, not like the band. The AC stands for alternating current, and that's the one that you plug into the house. And the DC stands for direct current, and that's the one that you plug into a battery or something like that. In this case, the battery of the car. Another really, really cool thing about these cords is they plug into 2 different places in the unit. So as you can see, the 2 plugins are different. And because they're a different shape, the appropriate cord will only plug in to the right one. And I love that. They take away the opportunity of me making a mistake by making these plugs different shapes. So the wall cord goes into this one that is rounded. And if I'm using the car charger, then it plugs into this one that's squared off. So for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the cord that goes to the house electricity, like that. And then I want to show you another really cool feature, which is so simple. I realize that Velcro is just a simple little feature, but I absolutely love when cords come with a Velcro strap, because it makes it so easy to keep the cords nice and tidy and not in a jumble. So I think that is a really great feature. And since I'm talking about the features, I might as well mention that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch up the angle of the camera so that you can see everything that I'm doing up close. All right, before I show you how to use the machine, I want to show you what else comes in the box. So these two attachments are used for inflating pool toys or balloons and things like that. And this attachment is for inflating balls. And it also comes with this little fuse and really simple instructions on how to change it out. All right, now let's talk about using this super cool tool. As soon as I plug it in, the display comes on. And then let me show you what these buttons mean. So the first button I want to talk about, it has an R on it. And it's the one that determines what unit of measurement we're going to use. Right now it's on PSI, so if I push R, it goes to BAR and KPA and KG. So those are different units of measurement that they use different places around the world, but right now we're going to switch it right back to PSI. That stands for pounds per square inch, and that's what we use here in the States. So now I want to tell you what else this R button does. So when I push it and hold it, watch this. Cool. This light comes on. So that is a really handy feature to have both for home or especially if you were using it on the road. If you needed to air up a tire on the side of the road, then that would be really handy to have. So now these other buttons, the plus button and the minus button, those are to set the target air pressure rate that you want to use. So if I want to inflate it to 20, I can just tap this up one at a time, or I can hold it and it'll move a lot faster. There we go. And then of course the negative button for decreasing the PSI right there. Now this reading right here shows the current PSI of the thing that you're about to inflate, once you plug it in, of course. And then this is the on button, and we'll turn that on in just a minute. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you how to inflate is a basketball. And this one is pretty squishy, as you can see. So what you do is you put the needle right in here, and it doesn't screw in, even though there's threads on here. It just goes straight in like this. And then the way it clamps into place is by lowering this lever down, and then that holds the needle in place. Now you can just put the needle straight in like this, or if it doesn't slide in very well, you can use a little bit of Vaseline, and that helps the needle go in really nice and easy. There we go. Now, the NBA says that basketballs should be inflated to 7.5 to 8.5 PSI. So let's go ahead and set it for 8 PSI. Right now, this is reading 0 because it can't even read the PSI in this ball because it's so low. So right now, the target PSI is set for 12. I'm going to decrease that down to 8. There we go. And then now we're going to turn it on. And then when it hits the target PSI, it turns off all by itself. Now that took about 30 seconds for that to inflate, but for your sake, I sped up the video so you wouldn't have to sit here and watch this machine for 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna pull this out, and sometimes you lose a little air when you pull it out, but looks like none escaped this time. So this one feels nice and firm, and it's ready to play basketball. Okay, so the basketball's all aired up. Feeling great, ready to shoot some hoops. I wish I could spin it on my finger. Oh wow, I did a little bit. I was gonna say I can't really do it like I had on the thumbnail because that was just thanks to some photoshopping, but I actually did spin it for a second. Okay, well, I actually did a little bit better the first time. So I'm gonna set that aside, and now I wanna show you the instruction manual and how simple it is. I love the way this instruction manual is laid out because some instruction manuals have like 45 pages of small print and millions of different languages and things like that. And like, it's just way more information than you really need. And some instruction manuals are way too simple. Like seriously, they say, put it together and use it. I'm like, I need a little more instruction than that. So anyway, this one is not too much and it's not too little. It is just right, like Goldilocks. So I love the pictures on this, and I love how it just really lays it out in a very, very easy way. So we're going to follow these exact steps for using the air compressor on the car tires. So these are the 4 steps that we go through to use it in the car. And then these are just some simple pictures and instructions on how to use the machine, which I've already explained to you. The manual also has this simple little guide of just some general guidelines of how much PSI is in different things. So you can double check with your exact vehicle or double check with Google or whatever, but this is a good guideline to start with. So the order you do this in for a car is first you plug this in, which is the DC outlet, into the only one that it fits in. And then you turn on the car engine. And then after that, you plug this into the cigarette lighter. And then after that, you can inflate your car tire. And if you're wondering, what is the PSI supposed to be for my car, then you open up your driver's side door, and inside you'll find a sticker on the panel. And on that sticker, you'll find your recommended PSI. Mine is 32. All right, now this is powered by the car, and my car engine is running, as you can hear. Now to inflate the car tire, we don't have to put another attachment on here. We just use this as is, and then take off the little dust cap, and then put this on and clamp it down. So once I have this attached on my car, this is going to give me the current reading of my tire pressure, and right now I'm at 29.5. So let me bump this up to 32 because that's what PSI I want to have in here. There we go, 32. And now let's get it aired up. Perfect. A feature that you might want to know is if you happen to get too much air in here, you can just lift this lever and it'll let air out of your tire. If you have a tire gauge, you can double check your tire pressure with that. Perfect. Okay, so now I've shown you how to use 2 different cords for 2 different power sources, and how to inflate a ball with the needle attachment, and then also a car tire with just the basic attachment like this. This can also be used to inflate bicycle tires. You just use this regular attachment. You don't need to put anything else on the end, just like the car tire. And I have a bicycle tire that's kind of like an old-fashioned one where you go like that, but I am really excited to upgrade to this air compressor one because this is so quick and easy and portable and lightweight, and I can inflate my bicycle tires with this without the manual one. The recommended PSI on my mountain biking tire is between 35 and 55, and that's a big range. And that's because when you are going over roots and rocks and things like that, you want your mountain biking tires to be kind of squishy. So you may want to do your PSI kind of low. But if you happen to be using your bike on the road, then you could bump up your PSI to 55 and you would be able to bicycle faster. Now in closing, just for fun, I want to show you one of these attachments. These are the ones that are made for inflating pool toys and things like that. The skinny one would be really great for going into those little tiny openings, and that would be great for a pool toy. The bigger one will be great for a balloon. So you just put it in here like we did with the needle, and then clamp it down. And then go ahead and set a PSI that's really high. You don't need to think about what PSI do I want for my balloon. Just set it, you can leave it on 32 like for the car, and then turn it on and we'll... All right, I'm gonna stop there because I don't want it to explode. But now you don't even have to use your lung power to blow up balloons anymore. So that's pretty cool too. This air compressor does a lot of things, and it's portable and it's really cute. And don't you think so? Yeah. Beat it. Oh, I never even mentioned the brand of this. It's called VacLife. And I will put a link for this down in the description below. I got it on Amazon, and this isn't a sponsored video or an advertisement or anything like that, just so you know. I just found this really great tool, and I wanted to get rid of my big, bulky, heavy air compressor, and then I just got really excited when I found this one. So I wanted to do a video about this and about how it can inflate like most everything that you need to inflate. And I just love how lightweight and portable it is. So I thought I would share it with you because I thought you might love it too. So I enjoyed putting this video together for you. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you have, please click like and subscribe. And if you hit that little notification bell, you won't miss any of the videos that I put out. I put out a helpful how-to video every single week. And right now I'm in the middle of a lawn care series. So if you are taking care of your own lawn, and if you need to learn more about how to do that, then please tune in every week, because I'm going to be going through different things that we all need to know about taking care of our lawn and all of the different tools that are required. So I hope to see you back for that. But for now, remember, whatever it is that you're needing to inflate, we can do it. And right now, I'm in the middle of the Amazon truck just arrived.